Hello friends, and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we're going to be playing a unique Jund deck that's taking advantage of the Learn mechanic with Cram Session and Field Trip. We're going to be ramping up towards these large cascade creatures and backing it up with some of the best removal available in this format. You might have seen this list floating around a little bit. I believe it was created by Snapbolt. I'll be putting a link to their YouTube channel in the description, so check them out. It's a really good content. Sorry, it's a really great channel for Pauper content. If you enjoy my my stuff at all, then I'm sure that you would enjoy Snapbolt as well. Let's see here. We are on the draw. We got both of our colors. If we miss a land drop, we aren't going to be able to field trip. Kind of risky. Really wish I had Cram Session to get me the environmental wussets. Environmental sciences. Not really happy with this hand. Wish I kept the other one. Okay, so they are playing their classic Familiars deck, it looks like. We draw another land, unfortunate. Play Mountain here, probably cycle the Ash Barrens, get ready to do a boarding party. We might still just be able to power through with our big cascade spells, but they're going to have a lot of time to gain advantage. Okay, so they have 3 mana up right now. I think this could be a good time to go for Bonder's Ornament, because they're not going to be able to prohibit. They're going to need negate, and we get it down. Wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're almost at boarding party. Pass again. Okay, boarding party next turn. Let's go. So they're going to prohibit the Bonder's Ornament, and we'll use this opportunity to Lightning Bolt the Sunscape Familiar. Hey, Chuck, thanks for the host. Oh my, Altisaur. Well, our cup runneth over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we should still just go boarding party attack. What do we get here? Do we want to go Fractal? Maybe Annihilation? Oh, Echoing Truth. Yep, that works. Put those all back to hand. So that would have been a good reason to go Altisaur, but I wasn't really thinking about Echoing Truth. Maybe I should have, since it's such a clean option. That's the plan, Chuck. Gonna take him to school with Jund. Okay, at this point they're able to do a lot of things. If we do Boarding Party or Altisaur, we're really only doing one thing. We could do Field Trip, Chainer's Edict, but they get like options to counter those spells. I'm just going to go Boarding Party, keep the pressure up. We're still casting 2 spells a turn with this. Okay. That could be good. Hey there, King O. Yeah. The day starts with the letter T, so that sounds like a good day for Pauper to me. Okay, they're going to snap the Seagate Oracle. Untapping their lands, which nets them more mana. It also gains them life every time they cast a blue spell, so yeah, this is all good for them. Ghostly Flicker on the Seagate Oracle and the land. So draw another card, untap land. Ponder, sure, more life. They're going through their deck at a pretty good pace, too. We've been cascading. We even drew an extra card, and yeah, they're still further through their deck than we are because of all the what's names, cantrips. Oh, they're almost tapped out here. Okay. See what we can do. Nothing to do for 1 mana, so we'll take our turn. Get an Ash Barrens here. So we could go Boarding Party, Chainer's Edict. I kind of like playing Boarding Party. And then we can maybe leave like the 2 Bonder's Ornaments spare. We'll just play that. Yeah, that's very true. Satan Raken is the lord of familiars. Oh, they just have another Seagate Oracle ready to go. We do have 2 blockers to keep our Monarch safe, but opponent has some really scary things going on here. If they get another Sunscape Familiar going, they could set up Infinite Life. 2 Sunscape Familiars, a God Pharaoh's Faithful, that will set up Unbound Life with Where is it? Ghostly Flicker. And that's probably what they're grabbing with the Archaeomancer here. Yeah, they do grab Flicker. So they can use that mana and the island here. Ooh, they even have another island. So yeah, they can use that mana. Oh, and they have Snap. Oh, that's going to make them so much more mana. We should just be hitting 6 here. We don't need to be using time off our clock. So if they have another Sunscape Familiar, it's GG. Okay, no, they're going for some more looks. So they're going to Ghostly Flicker and get another card. So we do get another turn here. And I think we can probably use something to get rid of the Familiar, maybe. We can get, like, the something of Destruction. Introduction to Destruction. Annihilation, rather. We should have grabbed Inkling Summoning rather than Fractal Summoning. Smack. Okay, so this thing is 5 mana. So that's 8 mana total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could do that, or we could do a Cram Session. So that would be 7 mana. So we would have, what, 2 mana left over? That doesn't seem very great. Oh, we actually have no more lands to get with Field Trip? Oh, what a punt. Okay. So we get the Archaeomancer here or the Familiar? I think we get the Archaeomancer. Nice. I mean, that will be nice next turn. We don't have the mana for it currently, but it would have been pretty good if we'd been able to cast it in response. Like if we'd had the... if we'd used the Cram Session instead of the Field Trip there. I'll have to remember that for the future. 4 forests in the deck. I think we even drew the forest on the turn we Field Tripped. Oh no, another Archaeomancer. We don't have another Intro to Destruction, but we do have the Cast Down. Just wish we had the mana for it right now. Okay. On second main, they're going to Ghostly Flicker, getting the Archaeomancer in a land. Getting some life. And if we had the Lightning Bolt, we would use it here. Oh, because, yeah, they do have the 2 Sunscape Familiars. So this is basically Unbound Life. They're going to 50 just like as a stopgap because they don't want to use all their time. And we would have been able to stop this if we had gone for the Cram instead of the Trip. Ah! Oh, seems like a good choice. Let me deck to the Monarchy. Smack. Yeah, they don't even care. Let's grab this, I guess. Alright, so when they Ghostly Flicker this time, I try and cast down the Archaeomancer in response. And then they have anything... Yeah, and we concede. Okay, so we got Pyroblast to counter their Flicker or to destroy one of their creatures. Seems okay. I don't think Cannonade's going to do all that much in this matchup. I mean, it does hit a few things. It hits the two of the important blue creatures, so actually that's not terrible. So we are going to have to take a few cards out, obviously. That's the way of sideboarding. Thinking that we're not really going to need to gain too much life. Take out a couple Cram Sessions. Yeah, Drifters, Mancers. Yeah, I guess that's it, right? Because the Seagate Oracle is, what, a 1-3? Or is it a 1-2 for 3 mana? There's a few ways for the deck to win. It can either win with Mull Drifter Beats, it can mill the opponent out. Yeah, that's usually how the deck wins. One of those two things. So we have all of our colors, we have removal. This hand doesn't really impress me, but it could get interesting with the Thorn of the Black Rose. We're on the play as well. So if we can keep the Monarch, get rid of one of their familiars quickly, maybe we can get there, but yeah. Hand is not great. Oh, you mean, how does my deck win? Attack with pirates and dinosaurs. Kappa. Kind of wish we had played the Swamp first, then we could be threatening Lightning Bolt and Cast Down. Not a first day of school, Ducat. Or Duocat. I don't know why I keep on thinking DS9. We're using Cram Session and Field Trip. Okay, I guess we'll kill that. 1, 2, 3. Play Bonder's Ornament, play Thriving Grove, play Chainer's Edict. I don't think they play Force Spike, right? No, they won't play Force Spike. Hey there, JDX the Kid. What's good? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So we have the Cannonade. We're going to play the Thorn of the Black Rose and then hold up the Cannonade. I think you should be able to type in a code, !deck. Yeah, there it is. And we're just going to pass here. We're going to put a stop on our end step, because that's the right thing to do when you're playing this deck. Ooh, I like the Lightning Bolt here. Oh, they're going to snap my Thorn. That's going to let them untap and potentially take the Monarch. So we do have something we could Cannonade and that can't be prohibited. Yeah, let's try it. I don't want to lose the Monarch. So if we can kill our Chaomancer with this, nice. We do not lose Monarch. Opponent is still getting quite a bit of advantage, though. Ghostly Flicker on a... okay, so it is a 1-3. Ghostly Flicker on Muldrifter is really, really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So we can go Boarding Party, Lightning Bolt. Let's see what we get with the Boarding Party first. Packmate, okay. Draw a card with that. Another Lightning Bolt. Very nice. I think we just go ahead and attack here. See how they block. If they block. I kind of doubt they will. They'll probably just take it. Yep. Kill this. And kill this. Another Chaomancer. They get the Flicker. No, what was that they took? They got Snap. Oh, that makes sense. They're going to be able to take Monarch. But we can take Monarch back with Thorn. Bojuka Bog. Oh, what a great draw. We get to get rid of the Ghostly Flicker and the Snap here. That is so good. Let's see what we draw with a Packmate first. Cancel that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we can Packmate and Thorn. Okay, drawing those lands. They get this the familiar, so that's really going to make their spells super efficient this turn. Oh man, I am hating these draws. Sorry if you can hear any of that in the background there. My roommates sound like a herd of rhinos. Oh, the flicker now. Oh, they still got a lot they can do. Alright, I guess we pass the turn. See what we draw here. Rot Farm. Okay. Okay, if we had a Lightning Bolt, we would have cast it there, so we'll just hit 6. Let the opponent do what they want this turn. Oh, another boarding party. Okay. Good draw. Yeah, cast that. Absolutely. Okay, prohibit the Cannonade. Makes sense. Still got a lot of land here. We can probably play a Packmate this turn. Just hit for max damage here. Smack for 7. Do we draw a Lightning Bolt? We don't. We do get a Pyroblast, though. So we could get rid of Muldrifter or a Chaomancer here. Why, they only have 1 mana up? Another Prohibit. Oh, I guess they got that with, like, Flicker or something? I don't know. I guess I should have known they had that. No, here's the other Prohibit. Okay. Mortuary Mire. Oh man, they're getting so much work done. When you see Satan Raken play the Familiars deck, it looks so good. Of course, I've never known anyone to play it to the caliber of opponent here. That's some blocks. So they're going to Ghostly Flicker, the Archaeomancer, and the Muldrifter. I guess we bolt the Archaeomancer here. They're going to get resources either way, but this way at least we keep them off the cards out of the graveyard. Cast down. Would have loved that earlier. Maybe I should have drawn that earlier. Should have... Oh man, that was dumb. I'm playing a little bit bad because my clock is low and I'm trying to go fast, but I should have returned the Bojuka Bog, obviously, because then I could hit the graveyard. I'm not even going to bother. Another land. It's alright. We'll find our rhythm after this match. We got a tough opponent to start. I think the matchup, though, as far as the decks are, is totally fine. Being able to cascade against familiars is really good. But we're also a lot slower than the Gruul cascade, and we're not running any land destruction. Land destruction was a really big part of defeating Satan Raken in the past. Being able to blow up the Chantries was quite strong. Okay, so they have infinite casts, so they could get their Muldrifter going. I mean, they saw that we were F6'd, so they could have like found whatever. Cannonade's pretty good, especially if they tap out for something. We see the two prohibits here, so they could flicker the two Archaeomancers, flicker the Archaeomancer on the land, get prohibit, save their creatures. Ah, cast down's nice. You could flicker the island and the Archaeomancer, go get Prohibit, and then cast Prohibit. Because, yeah, they have Prohibit in the graveyard. Okay, here's the flicker I was expecting. Cannonade time. Basically wipe their board. They're going to ephemerate one thing, but we're going to cast it down, whatever they try to ephemerate. We could let that happen, actually, because like they're going to draw the cards, but the Muldrifter still dies. And they already have access to like 1,000,000 cards, right? Okay, foretell that. We're going to have a really hard time closing out this match if we actually win this game. But we'll do our best with what we have. Return Mortuary Mire because you're smart. Of course. Should be cycling these Ash Barrens. I'm just playing like a donkey because I have so little time left on my clock. I think we can actually recast that if we like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, easily. We can recast it and still have cast down up. That's a pretty easy block for them. Should have foresaw that in any event. I guess we'll edict them now. I should have done that beforehand. Oh, counterspell. Okay, play this. Go ahead. Nature's Chant. All right, we're going to cast down the God Pharaoh's thing so they can't gain any more life with it. And then we can just hit 6. Oh, the Echoing Truth. They still had a thing. Well, I guess it's not echoing our Packmates. That's a good thing. But this might still just be death. Because, yeah, they have the Archaeomancer. They can go get Flicker. They have 2 Sunscape Familiars, so I think they just got infinite life again. Yeah, they did. And they're able to set up pretty well here, too. So they can, between Mortuary Mire and Archaeomancer, they can stack the top of their decks with, like, whatever. And once they get down to only having like 1 mana left, they can just flicker the land and the Archaeomancer over and over again and just have as many life as they want. So well navigated. I feel like we might have been able to do a little bit better with this match, but it is what it is. This being our very first match with this deck, and our opponent has played their deck probably more than anyone has ever played Familiars. I mean, they're definitely the best Familiars player that I've come across. Hello, Islands! How's it doing? How's it going? Kind of a mediocre hand, but we're into those. Bad hand keep. I've heard, I might have said that once or twice in the past. Okay. Our deck could be very good against a Faeries deck. We'll probably just cast Chainer's Edict on that. That way they cannot ninja. And we can save our cast downs for better targets. So they didn't reveal anything with Augur of Bolas. So that leads me to believe that they are playing Faeries, because if they were playing Curve, it would be extremely bad luck to hit nothing. Okay, we'll leave the Swamp on the battlefield as if we had Snuff out. And I like this over here. Alright, depending on how they play this turn out, leaving 2 mana open. Not a big fan of throwing Thorn into 2 open mana like that. They could have Spellstutter Sprite attack overhead, and then we just lose the Monarch. Let's try Cram Session to start. Okay. We could get Environmental Sciences, but we have a lot of lands already. Kind of like Inkling Summoning, kind of like Elemental Summoning. Let's just grab Elemental. Give us an option for a big creature later. You have a counterspell for this? I think Counterspell would be worth it here. We're tapped out, so we're just going to pass, hit the 6 button. Opponent passes back. They're missing land drops here. Still don't know that I want to throw an Elemental Summoning out just like that. I think we'll just put down the Gruul Turf so that we have access to Elemental Summoning next turn. Chooses to shuffle, and that's the land that they showed us. Altisaur, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're ready to play Altisaur next turn. We could Elemental Summoning, but then we can't hold up Cast Down. It's probably fine. I mean, they'll have like Scred for it. 1 mana, answer our 5 mana spell. That seems pretty abysmal. Maybe we just play Thorn, hold up Cast Down. the way our mana works out, we actually can't do that. Alright, I'm just going to pass then. I'm playing land drops every turn. I'm advancing my board. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, I'll cast Bonder's Ornament for sure. Cool. Pass turn. That's a hard one to kill. They get another land, they can Scred it. Maybe that would have been a good reason to play Elemental Summoning, get Scred out of their hand. Because, yeah, now they can kill the Altisaur. But, I mean, I wouldn't have known, right? So it'd be another good time for a counterspell, which they do not have. Okay, and I'm going to pass here with 2 cast downs up. Doing a little bit better with our time this round. Happy about that. Had a bit of hesitation on the Elemental Summoning. Still not sure that was the right one, but things are moving along here. How do you like Learn and Pauper? Are the lessons good enough? This is my first league playing with the deck, but it seems kind of nice to be able to consistently like draw cards with these. While the mana cost for the cards that we're drawing is a little bit higher than I would like to pay, it's still, you know, like, get this effect, draw a card, and the effect on the front end are okay. Okay, here's Spell Stutter Sprite. Guess we'll bolt it. Don't want to let them get Monarch. Oh, they're going to Dispel. Okay. How about Cast Down? You have another Dispel? Nice. Okay, managed to save our bacon there. Or rather, save the Monarch. Ooh. Okay, well, they're taking the Monarch right back right away. And if they have Lightning Bolt for Thorn, that's pretty good for them. Oh, no Lightning Bolt yet. So how about Chainer's Edict? Cancel that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Okay, that's a ton. All right, let's see if we can get the Monarch back. No, they have the Bolt. All right, so it's important we play a creature here so we can try and get the Monarch back. So we're not going to We're not going to do a learn thing here. We're going to do a Packmate thing. Get that creature out. We want to get the Monarch back. Okay, they're just going to put a ninja out, and they still have mana up, so if they have a bolt, again, we're going to lose the, or we're not going to be able to get the Monarch back. Nice. Okay, so you can see how powerful the Monarch is here because we had such a huge advantage as far as cards in hand go. As soon as the opponent knew we were taking the Monarch back again, that was it. They were far, far too far behind. Even though they were still at 19, they still had, you know, like 5 turns. It was just going to be 5 turns of being smothered by card advantage. How common are multicolored decks in Legacy that use only basics, wastelands, and fetch lands? I wouldn't know too many at all, Lexi the Kitsune. Because, yeah, exactly. Any deck that would be playing those would also be playing a couple of dual lands because the opportunity cost is so low. If you didn't want, you know, like a multicolored deck, you could go with Death and Taxes. And then the other deck that comes to mind would be Countertop. I guess that's called Miracles in Legacy, right? Alright. So where were we? We were playing against a deck that likes Pyroblasts and Cannonades. We're going to want to keep the Thorns because it's going to be one of the ways we can take the Monarch back if they take it from us. So I'm thinking I'm just going to take out a couple of the lessons. Or rather, a couple of the learn cards. The sideboard cards are the lessons. So-so. It's not bad. We could go Mountain into Rot Farm into Field Trip. Let's see what we draw. Okay, Fairy Seer. We're going to be able to turn that into a ninja, but we don't really have any way to do anything about it. This is a bit of an awkward spot. If we want to play the Rot Farm, we're going to have to discard. I think we'll play the Thriving Grove and then cycle the Ash Barrens. Probably want to go black here. Yeah, I think that's the right play. And that way we're threatening Lightning Bolt if they put down a Ninja. No fear! We're playing 4 Lightning Bolts over here, and they just slam down Ninja. Oh, of course, we draw the Lightning Bolt. Okay, well, it is what it is. So with the Lightning Bolt draw, we're going to play the Bonder's Ornament. And then kill the Ninja. While they are tapped out. Obviously a top deck. Because if we had it last turn, we would have played it. Okay, so looks like we're going to be playing Field Trip and Rot Farm, and then start to do our Cascade thing. Cascading is really good versus the opponent's deck. Echoing Truth does put our stuff back to hand for a turn, but we get to recast them, so Echoing Truth really not too good against our deck unless they're looking to echo Bonder's Ornament. Because all of our creatures have either an enter the battlefield trigger or a cast trigger. Okay, so they go ahead and reveal Mountain, play Mountain. We do know they have Echoing Truth though, so let's just go ahead and pop that out so that we remember it's there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're not really going to be able to do anything too impressive here, so I think we'll just go for the Field Trip. We could do Cram Session. No, I think we want to ramp. Go get Forest. And then I think, what do we get here? Elemental Summoning, maybe? Like, Environmental Science isn't all that bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is just going to be enough for the Altisaur. Let's go get the Elemental Summoning. Probably looking to just play the Altisaur next turn, really good blocker, and then turn the corner from there. Coming in with all the attacks. You have a Ninja. Probably have a Ninja here, right? Yep. Here comes another Ninja, continuing to draw them cards. And no Echoing Truth on the Bonder's Ornament, so we can play the Altisaur. Cram Session could be quite good, actually, to gain a little bit of life, bring us back in. Okay. Oh my. Well, what are we going to get from the boarding party? Thorn of the Black Rose. Sure. That seems like a pretty good cast. 7 mana, we get Thorn, Boarding Party, and Altisaur. What a play! The question is, do we attack with Boarding Party here? I think we can probably stand to get aggressive because we have another Boarding Party in hand. Yeah, that is a really, really good cascade. It might maybe have been better to get a removal spell for one of their creatures, but Thorn was really, really good there. Oh, and the Fiery Cannonade to back it up. The deck is treating us kindly. Now, opponent can take Monarch here for a turn, but they're going to have to spend resources to get it. Oh, okay. Well, there's a resource to get it. But Fiery Cannonade is looking wicked here. I know, right? Pirate survives Cannonade? Get out of here. It actually only gets their ninja? Oh, that's way worse than I thought. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already played a land, I think. Yeah. So we're not going to be able to boarding party as well. Okay, they want to kill my dino. Makes sense. Alright, they're going to have to trade if they want to keep the Monarch. Oh, neat. They're going to give it to me. That seems like a silly block. Alright, I guess we'll play Elemental Summoning. No, opponent has had it with our slow play. They're out of here. I like the lightning bolts versus walls. We have the Ash Barrens to go get Mountain. Going into hibernation until Modern Horizons 2. Won't be too much longer. Ooh, the Thriving Grove. Does that really change anything? I think I still go Forest, get Mountain. No, we're going to go Thriving Grove here and name Red. Okay, I like that. Did you see the red Evoke guy? I have not seen the red Evoke guy. Not yet. That was the one that hadn't been spoiled yet last I saw. Alright, so opponent's having some trouble hitting their land drops. I think we'll just go Forest, cycle Ash Barrens, and then next turn Field Trip. Okay, so they do hit their land. Oh, and it's the one I can't kill. Alright, so we have red. Let's go get Swamp. Cannonade is not going to work by itself. So let's Field Trip. Go get Forest and Introduction to Annihilation. so that we can kill a wall. What do they hit with their Winding Way here? How lucky are they? They got 3 hits. Alright, so 4 mana plus Rot Farm. So we could go Field Trip, Lightning Bolt, Caretaker. What do they have in hand? Yeah, I don't mind hitting the Caretaker. Keep them off of colored mana. I don't think the black one has Flash. Pretty sure it has Menace. Grief is really good. I'm very excited to play Grief. Another Winding Way. So Lead the Stampede is gone, but they got the other 3. They're getting really good hits with Winding Way. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So we could put down Altisaur this turn. We could also go Boarding Party. Do we have Boarding Party Lightning Bolt? No, we don't have double red. We could intro to Annihilation the Battlement. That would really take them off land. Yeah, we could intro to Annihilation the Battlement, Lightning Bolt the Caretaker, and just keep them off lands forever. Or we even have the Chainer's Edict. So yeah. You already want the MH2 banned. Yeah, Bolt Edict would have been pretty good too. We would have had more mana to do more things after that. Lead the Stampede. So let's see here. They played the Tinderwall. Okay, Caretaker, Battlement, and Guardian. We should be able to take this turn to start getting aggressive. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Cast Packmate. Oh, another Bolt. Nice. Edict you, and then we'll bolt you next turn. Just keep you off your creatures. Put up the pressure with Boarding Party. Keep them on the back foot, basically. The more removal spells we have, the better. Converting all your paper Magic into board games. What board games are you getting, Cylon? Sold so many Modern cards on Modo. Good time for it. Get ahead of the rush on that. Monsieur Bateau, thank you for the follow. Merci beaucoup. Yep, Yep. I'm gonna kill all your stuff, and you're gonna be so sad. Just kill all your good stuff until they quit. Okay, so we got really lucky there. Opponent mulliganed pretty heavily, and then we were able to 1-2 find removal for all their stuff and kill it. That is not necessarily the way this game is going to go match 2, but we'll do our best. So let me think here. They're probably going to swap into combo, would be my guess. So Pyroblast might actually be good. Otherwise, the only other card we have out of the sideboard is Cannonade. And I think they're probably going to take some cards out for what could be hit by Cannonade. I don't think Cannonade is going to be nearly as good in games 2 and 3 as it was in game 1. And it wasn't even all that great here. Cylon, here we go. Sleeping Gods, Hyperborea, City of Kings, Escape Plan, On Mars, Forgotten Waters, Unmatched, Mountain of Madness, Dune, nice. Dune Imperium, Black Rose Wars, and Twilight Imperium. That is quite the list. I think that a lot of board game aficionados would recognize most of the titles on that. I recognize some. Are you familiar with the YouTube channel Shut Up and Sit Down? Use that channel whenever I'm looking for, like, should I buy this board game? I'll check and see what they said on the review first. Okay, so we're almost out of time on the sideboard here. Let me figure out if I want to bring in Pyroblast or not. Because, like, Pyroblast is no good if they're playing the Cascade version, and if they don't have the hybrid. So I think I'm just going to go with the deck as is, and if I see them bring in the combo, I'll bring in Pyroblast for game 3. Monsieur Bateau, if you like this deck, check out Snap Bolt on YouTube. They're actually the creator of this deck, and their YouTube content is excellent. I'm actually going to keep this because we have access to so much early removal. And it looks like opponent mulliganed once. Undead Viking for your reviews. I'm going to write that down. If someone says they like someone better than Shut Up and Sit Down, then I should pay attention. Undead Viking. I'll check that out later. Thanks, Cylon. Alright, so we're going to want to go ahead and Chainer's Edict immediately. This is one scary, scary wall. And I heard a thing before. GBRADA. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Wow. Did they seriously just draw 4? Yeah, they did. Wow. Wowee. So we can Cram Session, which replaces itself. We can go get the Thingamajig, play the Rot Farm, which replaces itself, and we still have 7 cards in hand. Okay, so we go get Environmental Sciences with this one, and then play the Rot Farm. Yep, there's a Tinder Wall. And another Tinderwall, okay. Lightning Bolt. Well, we have 3 mana here for Bonder's Ornament. Play the land, play Environmental Sciences. It means we don't have Cast Down ready, but I think that's fine. I'd like to get my land set up here. Go get Mountain. Ooh, Tuk Tuk Rumble Fort. And then they put down Axebane with haste, yup. And then you put down Overrun Battlement, which also has haste. Yup. This is a great line. I love this. I mean, obviously it's terrifying, but this is super good for the opponent. Ooh, I've never seen the Vent Sentinel. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, they only have 2 cards left in hand. We have 2 removal spells. So we have the choice of either killing the Vent Sentinel or killing 2 of their mana-producing walls. I kind of like killing their mana walls. And then they'll have to like use mana to use the Vent Sentinel. They're probably not going to do that. Not for a few turns at least. So we're looking at Lightning Bolt and Cast Down. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Almost enough for Chainer's Edict to be flashed back. And we can still foretell this Packmate. Three mana for Lead the Stampede. Pretty good. Okay, and they are going for a combo. So we can change our sideboard game 3 if we lose this one. That's true. No red mana, so cannot activate the Vent Sentinels. Field Trip. Alright, so we don't have enough mana for the Altisaur, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we're going to have to Field Trip. Probably play the Packmate as well. We could Field Trip. And then with these 2 mana, go get Environmental Whatsits, go get another land, and then play the Packmate. So we just like... Yeah, I like that. Actually, can we get Introduction to Annihilation? We don't have the mana for it, though. Cool. So we're going to be throwing down dinosaurs from now on. Monarch would have been another option there. Absolutely. But I wanted to get as many lands down as possible so we could start throwing those dinosaurs down. And maybe even 2-spelling. Or, I mean, dinosaur is 2 spells just by itself, so... Maybe even 3-spelling. Alright, so they pass back. Let's throw down a dino. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's going to be like that. Another Packmate, get to draw a card. Draw another dino. Attacking with Packmate is bad. They can just block it with Sentinel, and we get nothing. Heck, they could double block it and only lose an elf, and we lose our Packmate. Okay. So that was a quick 4 damage. But yeah, my thinking is the more of these trampled dinosaurs we can get down, the more we can start smacking them for damage. Oh, nice. Cast down. Do we cast down? I think we cast down the battlements here. They can keep the Vent Sentinel. Nice. Yeah, if you block like that, I could have Lightning Bolt. Smack, take 9. Okay. I take 3. You're right. We could have played Ornament. Non-GGs? Does it mean they weren't good games? This is pretty close, but we don't have green mana for Field Trip, so I'm kind of scared. But we got, like, Lightning Bolt, we have Cast Down. I'm going to keep this. Radiant Fountain. Well, that doesn't tell us anything. I like the Forest off the top, though. Turn 3, we can Field Trip. We'll be that much closer to turn 5 Boarding Party. Okay, Swamp and Radiant Fountain. And what? Trespasser's Curse. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under enchanted player's control, that player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. What? What? Okay, we're going to go get Forest, obviously, and then we're going to go get Environmental Sciences, because we need more lands. Another Radiant Fountain. Okay, so they're going to play a card that probably says something like whenever you gain life, an opponent loses life. Yeah. Definitely. This is some kind of really cool life gain deck. Okay, so with that we have... Okay. Not bad, not bad. Go get another mountain. I think we can probably play Bojuka Bog here just so that we don't have to worry about this tap land anymore. Either that or we could play like Mountain so that we have double removal spell open. Let's just play this. And pass the turn. Play Boarding Party next turn and we'll try and clear the way for it. Another Radiant Fountain, yep. Another Trespasser's Curse. Okay. Oh, and they attack. Nice. So we don't even have to remove the familiar this turn. I think it's probably still a good idea to do so. so that it's just out of the way, and we don't have to try and remove it when we're trying to play our dinosaur. We're going to lose 2 life for this. Oh, we're going to lose 4. Good thing we got Cram Session. Get that life back. All right, smack him with a boarding party, pass the turn. I imagine they're going to have access to some very good removal. They'll probably have Cast Down, Chainer's Edict. When Predatory Night Stalker enters the battlefield, you may have target opponent sacrifice a creature. Seems good. We'll sacrifice Packmate. We also have Cast Down for that thing. Get it out of the way. We could play Altisaur, but I think I would rather just cast this thing down and cram. And we're going to get Introduction to Annihilation, so we have an extra removal spell available to us. So if they manage to find that creature that says every time they gain life, we lose life, oh man. We should get rid of that. Another boarding party? Don't mind if I do. Or we could Altisaur. Altisaur means we don't have the attack this turn, but our attack gets better next turn. But they're tapped out, so they don't have removal for the party. Alright, let's board. Nice. Get the Monarch? Yes, please. I should just yield to these things for now. If I want to change that later, I can hit 5. Okay, and we got the stop at our end step here, just in case we draw a wolf. We're going to want to put that onto... what's name? Okay, Lightning Bolt. Nice draw. Want those removal spells for their creatures, too. Predatory Night Stalker. What a cool card. Chittering Rats? Sure. Put Intro to Annihilation on top. And a Rager, sure. Some classic mono black creatures to go. We'll Lightning Bolt the Chittering Rats. And then we'll play Altisaur on our turn. Fiery Cannonade. Yes, sure. Clear the way. Most of our creatures doing a lot of damage with their attacks is pretty nice here. If we had like 1/1s and we were losing life every time they came into play, Trespasser's Curse seems like it might actually be kind of good versus Boros Bully. What do we get? Field Trip, sure. What a wild match. Love seeing things that I've never seen before. When it dies, and this exiles it, so they wouldn't draw 2 cards. They would only draw the one from the Introduction to Annihilation if I choose to remove that from the battlefield. Chittering Rats, sure. Going to annihilate the Filigree Familiar so they can't double block something. Their blocks are pretty bad when they lose that. That's at least my reasoning. And also getting another card out of hand, so they maybe will stop Chittering Ratsing us. Alright, take 7. Sign in Blood, yep. GG, yep. Oh, they got blocks. They can block our boarding party, take 7. So they must have removal spell for Altisaur here. Because we actually haven't seen any removal spells except for the Night Stalker. Chainer's Edict's not bad here. Ooh, I see. That is pretty good for them. That thing's actually going to be able to kill a pirate now. Fortunately, we have enough mana to flash back the Chainer's Edict here. So they do go to 9, but I think this should still be a lethal attack. Unless they have... they couldn't Undying Evil again. They would need something else. Yeah, that's right. Bye-bye board. So let's see here. They could defile the boarding party. Nope. Okay, we got game 1. And clocks are still pretty similar, so nice. Let's bring in Tranquility, bring in the extra Cannonade, and that's it. So we got to take out 2 cards. Thorn is fine. Pretty much everything is fine here. Hard to cut cards from this deck, but you don't have too many cards to cut at any point. I like keeping some of the Cram Sessions here. I'm going to get rid of one of the Field Trips. And maybe one of the Packmates. Just because our own creatures are a liability. We'll have plenty of creatures out of the board with our lessons. Good enough. We have all of our colors. We can Cram Session to get more lands. Oh, I like the Chainer's Edict. Alright. I think we can work with this. Let's go get Mountain. Generally want to leave as many forests in the deck as possible. So let's see here. If we cash in the Cram Session, we are still going to be at 7 cards, so that's totally fine. And we'll go get, I think, Environmental Sciences, make sure we hit our land drops. Okay, so this should be where the opponent starts doing things. Filigree Familiar. Smack. Take 2. Ouch. Really? They must have a handful of removal spells. I guess we Chainer's Edict the Filigree Familiar at this point. And then we can put the Gruul Turf down. Return Forest. I like leaving Swamp in play if I can. It's sort of like leaving an untapped Mountain, because even tapped Swamp threatens removal. We're not playing Snuff Out in the list, but the opponent doesn't know that. What is this? Boot Nipper. Boot Nipper enters the battlefield with your choice of Death Touch or Lifelink. That is cool. You're going to give it, what, Lifelink? No, Death Touch. Yeah, our creatures are scary. Still have 5 cards in hand. I'm pretty sure it's all removal. But I also kind of like, if we could like Chainer's Edict into Thorn at some point, that seems pretty cool. I should have put the Swamp down instead. Oh, well, thank you, Clam Ego. Thank you very much. Actually ended up playing against Apas and Seiden Raken today, so it's been a pretty tough league. Alright, I'm going to use this other Edict. We could have just waited there and held up Fiery Cannonade. That would probably have been better. Just Cannonade at the end of this turn and then play Thorn and hold up Cast Down. It seems to have turned out pretty well, though. So now we're going to be able to play Thorn. And we can hold up Swamp and Mountain. Perfect. Okay, so they're going to kill the Thorn, no problem. As long as it gives us the Monarch, that's the important thing. Now, if they have a creature with Flash or a creature with Haste, we could be in a little bit of trouble. So even if we drew a Packmate there, I wasn't going to pay the 2 mana. I'm going to want to keep the Monarch here. Nice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's play Altisaur. I know just like last turn I was not wanting to tap out, but tapping out to play Altisaur is a totally different thing. Because we're going to get 2 spells out of it. Huh, I guess not. I guess we're only going to get the 1. That does happen sometimes. Altisaur into Cast Down, get nothing. Alright, well, we fortunately do have a Thorn of the Black Rose in hand, so in the absolute worst case, we can take the Monarch back. Tatooine 00, thank you for the follow, friend. Okay, opponent's just passing back, is fine with letting us do our thing, so we'll keep on doing our thing. Cram Session. Go get Elemental Summoning. Play Summoning. Now we got a 4/4. Play Gruul Turf. Oh, the value! So much value! Sorry if you can hear that. I guess my roommate is up and about. Very creaky house, but I will be moving in a couple of months, so we'll only have to deal with this a little bit longer. And hopefully I'll have a much better recording setup at the new place. Boarding party, here we go. Let's keep up the pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or a much better roommate? Yeah, absolutely. I'll be going over applications later. Thanks, handsome. Here comes removal spell. No, they don't have removal spell. What? Okay, looks good to me. Let's pass. I want to keep the mana open. Even if we drew a Packmate there, I was just going to hold up Cast Down or Lightning Bolt, especially now that we have a creature on the board. I don't expect it to stay. There's the Night Stalker. Ah, glad you think so, handsome. If you'd like to see more content with this deck, Snap Bolt is actually the deck's designer and has done quite a few leagues with the deck. So you can check out his content on YouTube. When I put this onto YouTube, I'll have a link for his channel. I should have got that earlier. I don't think there's much of a reason to cast that down right now. We'll have Fiery Cannonade to take it off the board before it can be much of a threat. Oh, we draw the Altisaur? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we'll still have 3 mana up for Cast Down and Lightning Bolt or Cannonade. I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. That's very true, handsome. I got a bunch of videos up on the YouTubes as well. So if you're enjoying this league and would like to see more content, more of the same, it is available. Alright, I think I'm just going to pass here like this. And like I said, we have responses to this Night Stalker. If it's going to be a problem, we can respawn at instant speed to get rid of it. Chainer's Edict. Yeah, that's going to work. And we'll just, I think, probably Lightning Bolt this creature. Ooh, unless they're playing another creature. Oh, Grey Merchant. Cannonade's not going to work too well. We can Cannonade Bolt. Yeah, I guess we can Cannonade Bolt. Because none of these are pirates. So we'll just take the one. Another Cram Session. That'll get us a creature. That's cool. Nice 1 damage from your 5 mana. What are you even doing, opponent? Let's go blue. We still have more lands. I'm going to go on a field trip here. That. Get Elemental Summoning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elemental. And we'll pass like this. Still have removal up. We don't need to be this cautious, but I don't feel like there's any real reason to cram there. I guess like we could have went and got Fractal Summoning, so our Fractal would be super huge, but Fractal dies to cast down just as easily as my Elemental does. Not to mention Chainer's Edict. Maybe I should put Pest Summoning in this deck so that we can play around Edicts. Regardless, at this point, it should be pretty certain that we're going to win this game. We just have so much card advantage. I guess we could be decked. We could get decked. So let's see here. We'll probably go Fractal here. And then just make a really big Fractal next turn. Kind of want to play Thorn so that we just have another creature on the board. Sort of like insurance for the Fractal here. And we'll put the Fractal down next turn where it can be large. How big is it right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can get it way bigger than 5. I think waiting till next turn will actually make it a faster clock. Oh, I actually want to play that. And by play it, I mean foretell it. We can foretell things on the end step here, so the Monarch plus foretell is a good reason to have a stop on your end step. Oh, we should have drawn a card there, but I guess we're kind of worried about decking out. So let's start with an attack. We're going to put out the wolf here. Having that extra creature is better than having 2 extra points on the Fractal. Bojuka Bog. Okay, and let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Smack. Well, not smack yet. Another Packmate. Alright, so they gotta kill the Fractal. Claim the Firstborn. That is absolutely the way to go. Oh, this Cannonade is going to be so good. They needed removal spells, not creatures. Cannonade is going to crush this game. bye-bye blockers. And if they have Undying whatever, I have Lightning Bolt and Cast Down. No, they got nothing. Big smack. Okay, we're going to play Packmate. Just go ahead and cast it. Boarding party? Oh, where were you? Could have done some cool stuff with you. Alright, pass turn, whatever. We'll play you next turn. If they let us have another turn. 2 cards in hand, they should probably just concede. Okay, yeah. Keep on showing us your cool deck. I love the originality of the deck. Boot Nipper, Trespasser's Curse. Was expecting to see... oh, maybe that's a concession? Yeah. Was expecting to see there's I think a black creature that says every time you gain life, the opponent loses life or something. I mean, this hand looks fine. We'll keep. Play Thriving Grove, go red, I think, because we have the Rot Farm for black. That would actually be bad if we need to Chainer's Edict on 2. I think we just go black and we'll find red later. We have red mana with Bonder's Ornament. You should get a Ninja Foodie. You replaced your stove with yours? Huh. Never heard of that. Ninja Foodie. Another Thriving Grove. Windscar Crag, huh? Scary business. Let's cram. And we'll go get the thing that gets our lands. Thraben Inspector, no surprise there. Okay, I mean, I guess it's a target for our Edict, but I think I would rather just go Bonder's Ornament. Hey, Stream Team, you made it in time. Yeah, lots and lots of Strix in the deck. Yeah, I think we're just going to go Bonders. Seems like the best play at the time. The nice Jund deck. Hey, I don't know how nice we can be when we're taking our opponents to class like this. Just schooling them. Teach them a lesson they won't soon forget. Yeah, exactly. And our one loss was against Saidan Raken, one of our arch nemesis. I think I'm going to want a Chainer's Edict. Probably want a Bonder's Ornament, Golgari Rot Farm. Can we just do all the things? I think we can. This does mean that we basically have nothing, but I say that we have Bonder's Ornament to draw us cards, so hopefully we'll be able to find answers to whatever they throw down from here on out. Was he on Faeries or Tron? He was on Familiars. And just a pass. They're probably missing double white? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Do I just want to draw a card here? Alright, so we have 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So yeah, we should be able to go 2 mana, Sciences, and then still be able to draw a card. Mountain, play Mountain, and then we might as well pass here because whatever we draw, we're not going to be able to play. So we can draw the card during the opponent's turn. There's their white mana, and they're still just passing. Boarding party, nice draw. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I guess we just go Thriving Grove here. Maybe we wait and see what we get off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice, cast that. Nice. I love these cards replacing themselves. It's great. Alright, let's attack. Lightning Bolt on the boarding party makes sense. And we'll play Thriving Grove. We got a ton of colors here, so let's name blue for some of our cards out of the board here. Elemental Summoning and Fractal. Sure. So yeah, they just have a ton of removal in hand here, which would have been really scary if they had managed to get some damage in originally. Okay, so they're not Bully, they are Monarch. That is guaranteed, although we probably could have guessed that from how they were playing originally. Glinthawk, we can get rid of that with Edict. Okay, with the second one, I'm going to want to Lightning Bolt one of them. Because we don't have, what's name? Cannonade yet. Okay, I want to draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nice draw. Okay, we'll play Edict, kill their Glinthawk, and then we'll play a land here so we have Cast Down available. Should have played the Mountain so that it was bluffing Lightning Bolt. But I'm quite behind on clock here. Yeah, Sudden Edict. Let's go Altisaur. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Ornament does the same bluff. Field Trip, we'll cast it. Get another land, and I think we get... Do we get Fractal Summoning here? I think so, right? They're going to have a pretty hard time just dealing with a huge creature. I saw the white and generic, and I thought for sure that it was going to be a Journey to Nowhere. It looks like we're untapping with the Altisaur. That's really good. Nice. Okay. Step 1, untap with Altisaur. Step 2, turn it sideways. Nice. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. So we'll make it 10, 10. Now, this is going to be a bit more of a liability in games 2 and 3, because they might have access to Pyroblast. But it seems like it'd be pretty risky to bring Pyroblast against my deck for only Fractal. Oh, they have the Journey to Nowhere for the Fractal. They were holding it. That's pretty good because they can get rid of the token and then bounce the Journey to Nowhere with an Aven Mind Sensor and get the Altisaur with it. Okay, they don't have it. Not this turn, anyway. Just another land. Let's start with a Bonder's Ornament. Draw a card. Just an Ash Barrens. Damn. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Edict you. Oh, what? Now they can just block with the Thraben Inspector? Yep. Okay. 2 for 1, though. Alright, we're going to want to cycle on Ash Barrens at the end of turn, go get a mountain or a swamp. A draw again with the other ornament? I guess, yeah, that probably would have been better. Cram Session? Okay. That gets us another critter. Oh, they have another Galv Blast. Get the Elemental. Just keep our creatures off the board. But we're pretty even, except that I'm having these Bonder's Ornaments. Bonder's Ornaments really doing a bit of work here. Lightning Bolt, sure. Should have cycled that Ash Barrens there. Another Cram Session. Go get another environmental or elemental summoning. Just keep on presenting threats. More threats than you can handle. I don't even know if I want to cycle the Ash Barrens, to be honest. I don't want to pull the cards out of my deck just because of how close it is. With the Monarch, weird things can happen. We're already playing a lot of effects that pull cards out of our deck, that draw cards. So I want to be a little bit careful about milling myself. I don't think it'll happen, but it has happened. Lightning Bolt on the boarding party, yep. Swing 4. Okay, cool. Pass turn. I think we might draw a card here with Bonder's Ornament. Our cards in library are still pretty even, and I'd like to be able to keep more cards in hand than my opponent. Nice. Oh, they have the Galv Blast. That's a lot of removal spells they've used. Oh no, they got the Skyfisher for the Journey? So we could Lightning Bolt our Packmate, so they have to journey their own critter, but that seems pretty bad. Why do that when we can just get rid of their creatures anyways? If we had a blink effect, like Echoing Truth or whatever, we would be able to do that. Get out of here. Alright, draw some cards. Let's get some gas. Well, not exactly what I was looking for. Don't bolt the flyer when you're at 33 life. Ah, good point. I always think about like the Monarch and how we need to keep the board clear, but there's no Monarch here. We could have used the cast down for that. And they've got to be pretty terrified about playing the Monarch. Sure, you got the Bojuka Bog. We're at 20 cards left. Ah, of course. Guardian of the Guild Pact. What a jerk. That's what we get for using our edicts. Field Trip. I mean, we don't get a forest, but we do get to learn. And we can get rid of the Guardian this way. Introduction to Annihilation. Annihilate this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still have 20 cards in our library. It's still a lot, right? Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're totally fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're fine. Oh, we only have 13 minutes left on our clock. This is ridiculous. I didn't realize that. How are we playing so slow? Oh, that's rough. They're going to keep the Monarch for a while. We got tons of cards in hand. Hopefully we'll be able to do some cool stuff. Oh, Thorn will get us the Monarch. But, I mean, that also gets us closer to death. By decking. This is ridiculous. Where's our good cards? We have almost no lessons left. We have Inkling Summoning and Expanded Anatomy. We have been grinding so hard this game. We've both nearly decked out. Sure. I wonder, if I just give them the Monarch, they deck out, right? And then we just win? Because they can't deal this much damage, right? We also have Cram Session to continue gaining life. Sure. Okay, so they're going to keep the Monarch. They're actually going to deck out before we do. We just got to make sure they don't kill us with their creatures. Oh, they're continuing to draw cards. Nice. Okay, cast down. That's cool. Sure. Sure. You want to return a Prophetic Prism or something and draw another card? Seems great. Oh, I'm loving this Glinthawk thing. Let's keep going with that. Keep playing more of those. I'm going to Cannonade. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Yep, there we go. Prevent all red damage. They get to keep their 2 creatures. We lose our spell. Okay, so they have way fewer cards. We can draw a couple cards with Bonder's Ornament without fear. Kind of wish they had Bonder's Ornament so we could be getting them to draw cards as well. Nice. Okay, let's keep going. Lightning Bolt, okay. Start with Altisaur. Play Field Trip. So we get nothing there. And then here we get, I guess, Inkling Summoning. One, two, yeah, I guess Edict you again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Okay, and we'll hit 6 here. But that really slows down their clock. They've still got the Monarch. They're not going to be able to kill us before they draw themselves out. Oh my. Sure, prevent all green damage, you got it. I don't want to be the Monarch anyway. I am literally going to let the opponent draw out their deck. I'm not attacking. Ooh, Bog for their Strands. Good thinking, Stream Team. Yeah, Oblivion Ring, sure. Slow me down. That's fine. I'm not intending on attacking. And if we can get them to use up more time, then that's actually ideal. So the more time they spend on their turns, that's great, because we're just going to be hitting 6. Yeah, we're decking out our opponent with their Monarch. Oh, actually, I should set up the Bojuka Bog here. Okay. Looks like opponent is also just hitting 6 from now on. Oh, they found something they want to spend their time on. Sure, you got it. If you think that's going to do anything for you. Yeah, sure. Okay. So that was game 1. We have less than 10 minutes left and our opponent has 14 minutes. Ridiculous. We play way too slow. Alright. So, let's see here. We're playing against Boros, Monarch, super grindy. We can bring in Cannonade. We can bring in Gorilla Shaman. And I guess that's it. What's bad? Feel like Thorn is kind of mediocre, but we sort of need it. We can probably take out the Packmates, because they die to basically everything. I mean, so does Boarding Party, right? Alright, I'm going to take out a Field Trip, a Packmate, and Cram Session. Alright, we're going to have to play quick to try and get through this game. But if we lose this game, we're getting timed out. Jeez. The Cannonade seem kind of good. Alright. Don't have a lot of time to think about this. Probably should have just mulliganed it. Oh, you're right. Tranquility. We should have brought in Tranquility. Damn it. Yeah, I didn't even need to spend... I did not need to spend all that time. Or sorry, I have a lot of time. I had a lot of time I could have spent thinking about that. So yeah, it's not like sideboarding is part of this clock. I could have spent the entire 2 minutes actually thinking about how to sideboard properly. I like the boarding party. I think we'll just play a Cram Session here. And go get the thing that gets us lands. This thing. And pass. So we got 4 mana. We could potentially Thorn if they don't play a creature here. Okay, no creature, we can Thorn. And we got Cannonade to back it up, so if they start playing creatures out, we can wipe them out. That is a scary creature. We're going to need an untapped land, I think. We should be hitting 6. Nice, okay. So we should be able to get rid of that, no problem. Bojuka Bog, not bad. So I'm going to want to go Sciences, Chainer's Edict. Go get... we're actually missing forests here. But we have Field Trip for forests, so let's go get Mountain. Chainer's Edict you. Play Mountain, because I want to keep the Bojuka Bog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have played the Bojuka Bog so I would get the untapped mana for Boarding Party next turn so I could play quick. Oh, I like the Gorilla Shaman here. Unfortunately, they haven't shown us any artifact lands for us to kill. Oh, you're thinking the cast down so we could keep the Edict for the those stupid Guardians. You're right. Yep. We do have a way to get rid of that with Field Trip, but we didn't have to expose ourselves to it. Which one do we get here? I'm gonna get could get Intro to Annihilation just so we have it. I'm going to get Environmental Sciences so that we can go get another land. Go get Swamp. And this way we can play Altisaur next turn. And we have to discard a card. I think we'll discard the Ornament, as silly as that is. Imagine that, discarding an Ornament. This game is really about the Monarch. We can hit 6 here. We have nothing to do during the opponent's turn. So let's keep our clock on our side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, play the Bonder's Ornament. We have 2 mana again. That's good for cast down. Pass turn. Nice. Okay. And we got our finger on the 5 just in case we want to cast something down. Journey to Nowhere. Yup. You got it. Thraben Inspector. Sure. Kind of hoping they'll put more stuff down so we can Cannonade. Another boarding party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast the Gorilla Shaman. Not going to get too much value out of it here. They don't have any artifact lands. Still have 4 mana up. Kind of like just keeping it up. Expecting a lightning bolt here for the boarding party. No, we just get to smack them. Nice. Okay, pass turn. Oh, there's a land we can kill with Gorilla Shaman. Yeah, it just costs a lot of mana. It costs 5 mana to destroy an egg. There's the O-Ring. Sure. What are you going to get with that? Probably the boarding party, right? They don't really want to care about the Gorilla Shaman. Doesn't do enough damage. Right. Okay. Galv Blast, sure. So they really want to try and get the Monarch here. We're going to cast down the Thraben Inspector so they don't get it. Oh, I was supposed to tap a red mana for that last one. So you would have a black and a red open. Another Altisaur. So we'll just keep on slamming these dinosaurs and necessitating them to continue to have enchantment removal. Unfortunately, we didn't bring in the Tranquility. That would have been pretty great if we had. Okay, so we know their top card is Inspector. And they're just passing. That's great. Good news. Okay, we're just going to throw down a boarding party here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get that damage going. And I think I'll get... Oh, what about Expanded Anatomy? Ah, that's so risky. We'll just get Intro to Annihilation, so we have an answer to Guardian of the Guild Pact. Nice. I'm going to smack him with a lightning bolt, so we don't have to... Oh, we still are going to have to discard. I shouldn't have done that. Going to discard the Packmate. Yeah, I know. Imagine having that Tranquility. Good call, Stream Team. That's something that we're going to have to spend a little bit more time decompressing after a game. I find sometimes I can get worked up in a pace where, because I have so little time in the clock, I'm trying to be very quick, fast-paced, and that is not a good thing to be doing during the sideboard. During the sideboard, we actually have 3 minutes to slow down and think about what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, we could Packmate EOT, you're right. With Foretell, absolutely. We have done it before. They're tapped out, so this is GG. Cool. 4-1. Not bad. Despite making a few mistakes, we managed to 4-1 with Jund School, aka Jund PhD. And actually, take a look at this. Our one loss was 0-2, and then win, and they were all 2-0s. That's pretty interesting. It kind of seemed like some of our hands were very awkward at the start, but this deck grinds like nobody's business. So if you're able to make the decisions fairly quickly, this might be one of the best grinding decks in the format. Wasn't too sure how the deck was going to do because I'd never played it before, but for a first time, I'd say that worked pretty well. Okay, I'm going to take just a second here to get Snapbolt's YouTube link. If any of you are interested, I stole this deck from Snapbolt. They are a Pauper streamer on YouTube. If you enjoy my content, I think you will enjoy their content. They do some excellent stuff. A lot of Pauper, a little bit of Modern. So if anybody is interested, here is a link to Snapbolt's YouTube. They got, as you can see here, just a ton of Pauper content. Really, really good stuff. If you like Pauper, and they do Modern stuff too, so you're into that. Like I said, if you enjoy my my leagues, then I'm sure you will enjoy Snapbolt's content. So this deck is going to be pretty familiar to some of the other decks we've seen. I have, I think I have a classic Jund list somewhere here. Here it is. So this is the Jund list that I had played previously, using Pulsa Marasa, Abrade, Suffocating Fumes, Llanowar Visionary in the slot where we were playing the Learn cards, and then having a sideboard that is going to help us out in more matches, whereas the sideboard for this deck is mostly the lessons, and then you're only really getting six sideboard cards, and all the rest are actually an extension of our deck. But this extension has actually worked pretty well, turning the Field Trip and the Cram Session into gain 4 life, and then pick one of these. It's whatever is the best one at the time. Usually it's going to start with Environmental Sciences, and then moving on from there. Same thing with Field Trip. Ramp by 1 forest, and then get whatever one of these is the best in that situation. So I'm thinking actually that this deck is really using these Learn cards to a great effect. We've seen this previously with First Day of Class, and I'm really excited that someone was able to make this mechanic useful in another deck in Pauper, and it's a deck that people really enjoy. Who doesn't like Jund, right? Being able to use Jund effectively in Pauper sounds like a great time. I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy playing this deck, and I definitely recommend it.